All right, so today's going to be a very special review because I'm going to go back and revisit my favorite album of 2020. This was legit my favorite album of 2020. Uh, and this album came out in like the beginning of the year. I think it came out like in January of 2020. And that is obviously Modus Vivendi by 070 Shake. Uh, 070 Shake is set to drop a new album on Friday, which by the time you guys see this video, the album will be out the next day. So before she drops her album, um, I want to go back and revisit her debut album. I know she released a EP slash mixtape before this. I'm not gonna review that one. I did like that project, but I do like this one a lot more. Modus Vivendi is definitely uh, I want to say a perfect album. I'm just gonna say this right off the bat. This album is easily a 9 out of 10 for sure. I feel like in the future I could easily give this a 10 out of 10 just because of how good this album is. I love everything from the production all the way from her vocals. Um, Songs like Flight 319, Terminal B, the single on this, Guilty Conscience. That song is the song that made me want to buy this without even listening to this because I know when she released this on her website, um, she had it for pre-order before she dropped her album, and I just heard "Guilty Conscience" when she dropped the music video, and just off that, I was like, no, I have to get this. I had to get the vinyl for this, and yeah, as you can see, I have it signed. uh, this is just the jacket. I have the actual record here in my collection. But yeah, I had to get this framed because this album just deserves it, and I'm wearing her Morris Vivendi hoodie as well. Uh, Again, I'm telling you guys, this album was just great, and it came out in a time where I kind of needed this as well. It's an album that I could honestly play from front to back and not get bored of. It's a project that you should play at nighttime. It's like a nighttime album. Like I don't really play this in like the mornings or in like the daytime just because it doesn't just feel right. It hits during the night. So if you guys haven't yet listened to this, if I could find the vinyl, I'll throw the link in the description below. I would highly recommend that you listen to this for the first time on vinyl. But if I can't find the vinyl, then just listen to it on Spotify in the quiet room. That's what I did when this album dropped. And holy shit, I fucking had it on replay. I even slept with the album because it's honestly an album that I could easily sleep with. Like most of the time, it kind of feels like it's a bad thing, but it's not really a bad thing when it comes to this because sometimes I need music like that just because of the artist's voice, you know. And Osama Sheikh has that voice that I could easily just be calm. And her new singles for her new album, they sound amazing. They almost sound just like this one, but I feel like she's gonna be even more experimental. This album was definitely experimental, and shout out to Mike, for helping out with this production with some of these songs. I could easily tell, um, and obviously the influence. I feel like 070 Shake kind of reminds me of Kid Cudi, and just from her vocals. I do want them to collab again. I know they only have one song together, and that's Ghost Town. I want them to collab more. I need a Travis Scott collab. I need a Kid Cudi collab. I need another Kanye West song with What's Up Shake. Um, I need St. John and 070 Shake to collab as well. But yeah, 9 out of 10. This project highly recommend. I cannot stress enough. This is easily one of my favorite albums of all time. That's how much I like this project. Some of the songs that you guys should definitely check out are the songs that I mentioned already. But some other songs, the intro song "Morrow" was good. The Pines, another good one. That one was heavily influenced by Kid Cudi. I know Flight 319 kind of reminds me of Travis Scott in a way, so I could definitely see the Travis Scott and the Kid Cudi influence for sure on this project. I'm telling you, front to back, album is fucking amazing. I can't stress this enough, and I cannot wait for her new project. It's definitely my second most anticipated album of 2022. Her debut was great. I can only imagine what her sophomore album it's going to sound like. So yeah, highly recommend it. Buy it on vinyl. This doesn't have a CD, so unfortunately, I don't have it on CD because it doesn't have a CD. Uh, who knows? Maybe she'll drop the CD. I doubt it, but if you guys can find the vinyl, I'll try to find it. And I'll throw the link in the description down below. Highly recommend it. Buy it on vinyl. It's definitely an album that you should own in your collection. Stay tuned for her album review when once it drops. But yeah, until then though,